you're going to get to consume more calories than you normally would during lunch and dinner, which is when all the relatives come over. So hey guys, I'm Mark McKillian with Live Anabolic, and guess what? Christmas and New Year's are right around the corner, and what does that mean? All you guys are going to start panicking and freaking out about putting on excess weight. So what I want to do is talk to you about some tips on how to avoid getting chubby over the holidays. All right, so guys, the first tip, okay, and there's going to be several of these that may seem pretty straightforward, but I just want to kind of remind everybody what's really going on to help prevent you guys from getting just depressed, okay? Because that's what happens to a lot of people. They see their weight go up, okay, over the holidays, and they think that they failed, all right? Well, after you listen to these next few tips, you're going to realize that not only did you not really put on that weight that you think you did, but you didn't fail, okay? It's just a trick that the scale is playing on your mind. Okay, and the first little tip is real straightforward. Please guys, don't focus on food all day long, all right? That's the biggest mistake my mom makes. Now I know she's not our target market, all right? But my mom wakes up in the morning, all right? And the first thing she thinks about is, what are we having for lunch today? We're going out to eat. I wonder, are they gonna have all these extra things that I really liked last year? And she's just planning the next meal. I mean, she'll finish lunch. She starts thinking about what we're gonna eat for dinner. It just blows my mind. And the only reason I can say this online right now to you guys is because I know my mom is never gonna see this video. If she did, I would be dead. So guys, really, just kind of check yourself, all right? Quit thinking about food so much. I know there's, a lot of you guys are gonna have big parties with the kids, the grandkids, relatives, family, whatever. And everybody likes to bring a lot of food, and it's real exciting, but just don't focus on it. Wait until it happens. All right, now, second tip, another fairly straightforward idea, and that is just to create a caloric buffer, or a real short-term reverse diet, meaning if you know you're going to be eating and partying with everybody, and that's fine. I'm cool with that, all right? Just try to eat fewer calories early in the day. So if you typically get up and eat breakfast every morning, just try skipping breakfast, all right? So instead of consuming the calories during your normal breakfast, all right, you're going to get to consume more calories than you normally would during lunch and dinner, which is when all the relatives come over. So guys, just kind of shift when and where you eat those calories. Instead of eating your normal meals, get rid of those, because you want to party with friends and family a little later in the day. All right, this third one is my favorite trick for me, and that is when it comes to snacking. All right, I love to snack, all right? And you guys are gonna have the same issue with the holidays. People bring snacks over. It's not just about having a sit-down meal, it's about having food laying on the counters, laying on the coffee table, laying in the dining room, in the kitchen. And there's just stuff sitting out everywhere, and it's finger food, it's appetizers. That's how I like to eat. I prefer to eat with my hands than with a fork and a knife and a plate. It's just more fun. So this is the trick, all right guys. When I go into a party, whether it's with a family or just some friends that invite me over, invariably there's gonna be a snack there on the counter, and it's gonna be a big bowl of vegetables, typically with a bowl of ranch dip, okay? So they might have cauliflower and carrots and maybe, broccoli is a big one, all right? And it'll be all on there, and nobody touches that stuff, all right? It's always gonna be a full plate, and they'll have a little jar of ranch dip typically. That is where you go first. Before you hit anything else, go stuff your face with some broccoli and cauliflower and carrots, and I'm fine, you can dip them in that ranch to make them taste good. Get a few of those going in you, and guess what? Those things have a ton of fiber. As soon as they hit your stomach, it makes you start to feel full and satiated, all right? Just give it 10 minutes, guys, and then you won't be craving all those really, much tastier snacks, the nachos, the cheese and chip dip, the sugary stuff, the cookies, the brownies, okay? Just Trick your brain and your stomach by eating the healthy veggies first, and then I promise, guys, you really won't crave all that other food nearly as much. All right, my fourth tip, guys, is exercise. So too many of us think, well, hey, it's the holidays, so I get to just take a day off, all right, from exercise. Actually, it should be the other way around. You're not going to the office, you're not going to work, whatever it is, all right? So you should have more free time on your hands than you normally would, which means it's much easier to get your workout in. You just got hours and hours and hours of free time that you would otherwise spend at the office or doing whatever you do for a living. Use that to get an exercise in, get your workout in. And matter of fact, you might have so much free time that you can do a longer than normal workout program. That's a fantastic way, guys. And also when you're exercising, at least for me, it tends to prevent me from getting so hungry. It seems like when I'm lazy, just lounging around the couch, watching TV, talking to buddies, that seems to drive up my hunger cravings more than when I'm active, moving around and exercising. So guys, don't skip your workouts just because it's a holiday. All right, guys, this last one is not so much a tip as an explanation for why you shouldn't get freaked out and depressed because you put on 4 or 5 pounds, all right, during the holidays. Guess what? You did not put on 4 or 5 pounds of fat. I promise. I have so many people call me, email me, talk to me about this kind of stuff, guys. You didn't put on fat. All you did was put on some water. And this is what's going on. Because it's a holiday, you're eating things that you normally don't eat. So you're probably eating more carbohydrates, all right, more sugar, all right, and more salty foods than you normally would. Well, all of that tells your body to hold on to water. So that extra weight that you're measuring on the scale, all right, is not fat. That's just extra water. And it will go away in the next 2 to 3 days after the holidays are over and you get back to your normal eating habits. And let me explain it to you in a more scientific, mathematical way. 1 pound of fat is 3,500 calories. So for you to have actually put on just 1 pound of fat over the holidays, that means that you would have had to have eaten 3,500 calories more than you normally eat. And there ain't no way that's happening. Most of you guys are eating probably 22 to 2,500 calories a day on just an average day. And then over the holidays, the extra food you're eating, you know, that you're shoving in your mouth, it's probably only an extra 1,000, 1,500 calories, more than normal. All right, so guys, that's not even a half a pound of fat, all right? So what's really going on is all those processed carbs from the pasta and the bread literally tell your body to produce more insulin because your blood sugar levels go up too much. And when you do that, your body starts to store water, okay? Same thing when you start eating all those really good salty foods, all those salty snacks. Once again, your body wants to hold on to more water because it's got too much salt or more salt than it normally does in the bloodstream. And all you're doing is getting a little fluffy and puffy from water. And within a couple of days of back to normal eating, all right, especially if you pick up your exercising, you'll drop that immediately. And all you did was you dropped water weight. You really did not add and then drop fat, I promise. All right, and then one last tip before I sign off and wrap all this up, and that is supplements. So guys, if you are one of those guys that are having a hard time losing fat consistently, let's say you've lost 10 or 15 pounds and then you just plateaued. No matter what you do, the exercising, the eating, the good nutrition, you're just really not continuing to drop those excess pounds around the waist. You need to try something different, and that would be a supplement. I highly recommend you try Anabolic Shred. It's on our website. You can click on the link below. It's just a real good way to experiment, to see if you can trick your body into using those excess calories much more efficiently for energy instead of being stored as fat. It's really easy. You just take a few pills like 15 to 20 minutes before you eat a big high carb meal, all right? And it works for a ton of guys. And you don't need to buy a 6-month supply. Just buy 1 or 2 months, give it a shot for 30 to 60 days, see if it works for you. Genetically, we're all different. Some guys see phenomenal results from supplements. Some guys see very little. And if you're one of the guys that don't like it, that's fine. Just send us an email and we'll send your money back. We got the best guarantee in the entire nutritional fitness world. I promise, guys. There is no risk, all right? But if you don't try it, you'll never know if it works for you. And then finally, do everything else I've been talking about. And if you stick with it and never give up on yourself, guess what? You'll love the results you see in the mirror in the long term.